Howdy guys, we're just heading out to check some beaver traps. We got our first one the other day. I just had a big group of guys up, bunch of buddies of mine, doing some ice fishing and just hanging out, being out here. Lots of fish, lots of laughs. It was a really good time. But my traps have laid unchecked for a while, so I'm pretty confident we're gonna get some fur today, get some food for me and the dogs. So we're just coming up to our first beaver. We're just coming up to our first beaver house right now, and I'll catch up with you there. Nothing in this one. All right, we'll go on to the next. Stay. Go on over. Go on over. Oh, oh, stay. Stay. Yeah. Okay, hike. We got bad slush here. Open hole right there. Good job, guys. Keep going. Yeah, the lakes, the condition on the ice is always changing. As the snow gets deeper, we get more slush and soft spots, and even outright holes where there's springs coming up. As it blows from side to side, it'll change. So there's a saying that no ice is safe ice, and that's true. Stay. No. Stay. I think we got some buildup under here. Not too bad. Just a little bit of slush can really slow things down. Creates a lot of friction. Let's do the other side. Stay. Stay. No. Okay. Okay, hike. The dogs are still learning how to untangle themselves from the lines. She'll figure it out. You don't want to help them too much, or they never feel like they have to teach themselves. Otter. Nice thing about going at a dog's pace is you see a lot of sign. Saw a nice otter slide back there. Marten tracks, fisher, lynx. Stuff when you're running on a sled, like a snow machine, you don't really pick up on, you miss a lot. Right up here, the dogs are trampling it now, but we've got some moose tracks on our trail. As the winter as it gets later in the winter, the animals really start to like to follow my trails, because it gets really difficult for them. The depth of the snow, I got quite a bit right now. Not as much as we used to get. We used to have about 4 feet about this time of year, about 5 feet total by the end, but yeah, lots of fun. More otter sign. Okay, moment of truth here. We're coming up to the next beaver house. I feel pretty confident. So we'll see if my hopes are rewarded or dashed. But it's right here. Big tall house. Stop the dogs. Oh! You good dogs. You're really learning. That snow hook set good. Makobi, Nanook, come on over. Good dogs. You all stay here. Yeah, one of the reasons I check the ice around these beaver houses is because as they swim underneath it, underneath the ice to get to their feed pile out in front of the house, the warm air bubbles from their body melt the ice as it's insulated under the snow. And I've gone through multiple times, you know, there's good ice right in front of me, and I take one more step and there's just snow covering open water. So you really got to watch watch it when you're beaver trapping in the winter. It's pretty hazardous. Yeah, see how thin that ice was? Really dangerous. I gotta be really careful here. Right now I'm just freeing up the cross piece. See how we did on this one. Okay. Oh, robbed. Damn. Well, that is really hard to take, man. Oh well. I mean, both of these sets were really well placed. Ice is really thin. The beavers are a lot of traffic. You know, they chewed the poplar, went for the bait, but I guess they just they bumped my snares enough to close them, and didn't get their hands or their head caught in them. But it's disappointing. I really wanted to show you guys beaver today. I did good the other day and brought one in, and you know, I set these just the same as that one, but that's part of the luck game of trapping, unfortunately. I'll show you guys something cool here. So when the beavers are making their house, like this one right behind me here, they pack it with mud for insulation. And what's interesting is they leave themselves a chimney in the center for the stale air to go out and fresh air to come down in. And as the snow collects, this is how you can tell if a beaver house is alive or not. The steam, like that's actually really warm air right there. There's quite a few beaver. Like that's like inside my mittens. So it's really interesting the stuff you learn being out here. Live beaver houses like that, the smell, the air coming out will often attract fox, lynx, wolves, and it's a good thing to know if you're a trapper, because you'll often find tracks of different animals going up to the beaver houses, and if you set a trap in there, like a foothold or something, you're likely to catch yourself a fox or a lynx. So anyways, I'm gonna get packed up here and head down the way, and we'll probably get in a little after dark, but that's a nice time of night to run. Hey, girls, stop it. They love fighting. Okay, fight. So one of my buddies that was up here is my friend Matt. He's a filmmaker. We've been friends since high school, and he was shooting for the last footage for a documentary film he's been working on since I got my trapline. I don't know if that'll be up on his YouTube channel or if he's gonna put it into festivals first, but definitely head over to his channel, Matt Steves. I'll put a link in the description. There's lots of content on his channel with him and I, really high production value. Yeah, so Matt Steves, go check that out. Whew, it's getting cold. Fingers are getting numb. We got a fair number of marten traps up ahead, so I still got some hopes that we'll get back with some fur. We'll see what happens. Dogs are moving along at a real nice pace. Got a few more traps to check. It's not looking like anything's been moving around, no fresh sign anywhere really. It's kind of what happens in late winter when it gets this cold. Everything waits for the warmer weather. But we're doing a lot of thinking out here ever since those guys came up. You know, that was my first big group I've really had out here, and just an incredible time. One of the guys that came up was my buddy Eric from Temagami Outfitting Company. Him and his wife are the owners. Great business. If you're looking for a canoe trip, they're the guys to see. I used to work for them, guide trips. So when he was here, we were kind of talking about some different ideas about things I could do in the winter with the dogs. And you know, I have so much, get so much enjoyment out of sharing this life with people. That's why I make these videos, and you know, having folks up here is, you know, just another way to do that. So, you know, if you'd be interested, if any of you are interested in coming out to the trapline and touring it with me and the dogs in the winter, or doing some canoeing, learn some skills and hear some stories, just let me know in the comments. Thinking of starting something up, maybe even get folks out here this spring, do some canoe trips, do some fishing, camp out, and just enjoy my neck of the woods together. It'd be a lot of fun, I think. Just let me know in the comments if there's any interest in that, and I'll be sure to put something together. Anyhow, barring any fur in my traps up here, I think we're gonna end the video here. Nothing too fancy today. Just keeping it simple. I'm pretty wore out from late nights of whiskey and laughter. So anyways, I'll catch up with you guys on the next one.